Salut à tous les amis, on est de retour pour la suite de notre aventure sur Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishment. On s'est arrêté ici la fois dernière et on va continuer et voir ce qu'il y a à faire. Ça on n'a pas exploré ça. Ouh. Les traces de pas là.
These boots don't match the footprints. These footprints appear to be quite large.
Ok. Consulter les archives. Ok. Bon, les archives, je sais toujours pas où c'est. Enquêter sur la mort de Pete, voilà. Consulter les archives. Mais les archives, c'est là... C'est là où on était, non? Avec... Bah ça alors, les archives, c'est où? On va retourner... Ah, là, on voit que là, en bas, c'est fini. Donc ça veut dire qu'on a fini la zone ici. Elle est grise. Donc on va aller... les archives. Est-ce que c'est pas chez nous qu'on a les archives? Je vais aller voir. Parce que les archives, je vois pas dans le commissariat, là. Mon interrogatoire, il n'y a pas d'archives. Donc... Peut-être c'est chez nous qu'on va trouver les archives. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, lui?
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Alors.
This is where I keep my post.
Examiner. Ah, celle-là. Ok. Un anneau emportant de seul et de dissocié.
That is not the one I need.
Alors, condamné pour meurtre. Eh non, qu'est-ce que je fais Alors, un anneau emportant l'inscription de Dawson à mon ami. Là, c'est marqué de 1983, donc ça doit être l'un de ces deux-là. La loi sur les faillites. Non.
That is not the one I...
Ah oui. Faillite d'investissement Dawson. Les investissements Dawson et négligents institut bancaire. C'est la grande marque de Grande-Bretagne. Une catastrophe pure, les commissaires à bord de son voilier en préparant à partir. Ok.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Ok. On va le lire. Donc à mon avis, il faut aller voir notre cher ami maintenant, qui se trouve en prison. Il a forcément des choses à nous dire. La liste des prochains jeux est déjà prête pour le mois de janvier. Il y aura du lourd. Ça va être bon, je pense. Je pense que vous allez aimer. Je vous en dis pas plus, mais je pense que vous allez aimer la liste.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall. whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Ok. Journal de bord. Le journal de bord, il était où déjà? Je crois que c'est dans le... Oh, qu'est-ce que je fous là, moi? Attendez. Ah, j'ai pris une mauvaise touche. Le journal de bord de 1860 permet peut-être d'établir un lien entre Peter et Carey et le père Nelligan. Où est-ce que je peux inspecter le journal de bord?
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations.
Bon, ça on l'avait vu. Le journal de bord, je pense qu'il est dans le... Là où il y a le meurtre, là. Je pense que c'est là-bas que je vais le trouver. On retourne ici. Pour l'instant, il n'y a rien. Alors.
(1883). That's the one I need.
Ah.
This is the crew list of the sea.
Ok, c'est la liste de l'équipage de Signe Unicorn.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
Entrée de juin, Rémi de Michel, ok.
Log notes for July.
Entrée de juillet, rien de
Nothing
spécial.
special. Log notes for
Oh.
August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn.
Le dernier est localisé
The
détaillement.
first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
À utiliser. Un titre de créancier émis par la... trouvé dans les journaux du bord, hein, la place des chéris du mois d'août. À utiliser. Ça, il me semble avoir trouvé quelque chose. Wiggins peut peut-être m'aider à trouver l'équipage. Il doit être quelque part à Baker Street. Ok. Le corps il est où là? Wesh, le corps ils l'ont déchiqueté quoi, ils l'ont ramené? Ok. On va retourner à Baker Street. Je crois que dans notre piole il y avait une partie Un journal déchiré. Je pense que c'est là-dedans qu'on va trouver le truc.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Oh, petit chien. Oula. Drôle d'inspection.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Okay.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Ok, il me laissera disposer peut-être de nouvelles informations sur l'affaire. Ok. Allez, go.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room. At your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Ok, examiner. Ok. Alors.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Des bottes.
Liam Hurtley's old boots.
Taille 43 et
They're
demi.
size 9.5.
Peut-être c'est en rapport avec le truc.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Interroger une nouvelle espèce à Scotland Yard. Liam Hurley, ok. Alors, elle est où la personne là? Non, à mon avis, pas ici. Là. Non.
How is the investigation going, Mr.
Ah d'accord, ok, ça c'est le bureau d'inspecteur, très bien. Le mec il est parti où? Ah il est là.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Alors... non, rien. Sur le visage, pas grand chose. Ça. Mouchoir à maison Juppé, c'est le même qui est dans les affaires de l'autre là. Débris végétaux, c'est lui. Débris végétaux, c'est-à-dire qu'il était vraiment dans le... main de jardinier. Voilà. Il n'y a rien de plus, hein, je pense. Hein. Ah non, il y a autre chose. Qu'est-ce qu'il peut y avoir? Ah! Ah oui. Il y a une cicatrice. J'ai pas vu.
That's all for now.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Enquêter sur le meurtre, d'accord. Analyser. Une nette prise et les prises entièrement couvertes de taches d'encre. À utiliser. À utiliser. Donc ce qu'on va faire... Attends, il y a un truc là-bas au fond. Ouais. Ok. Donc, les taches d'encre. Où est-ce que je peux les mettre, ça? À utiliser un titre de par la cafétéria, c'était la zone du... à la place des PH arrachés d'août. Ok, donc ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va aller directement vers la zone. On va aller directement ici. On va essayer les bottes, voir si elles correspondent aux tâches. Normalement oui. Normalement ça correspond. Eh oui.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
C'est bien lui. Alors, empreinte. Et pas de jardinier. Ça va ensemble. Les mots derniers correspondent aux empreintes données, ce qui prouve sa présence sur les lieux pourtant de... Ok. Donc on va essayer de poser la question à madame. Parce que à mon avis, elle a pas tout dit, elle.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Menteuse.
Thank you, madam.
Oh la menteuse.
Who could do such a thing?
Elle ment.
My poor husband.
Un inconnu prendé par la police. Il faut demander à qui ça. On va retourner là-bas. Ça avance, on avance lentement. Je le fais peut-être pas dans le bon ordre qu'il faut faire, mais on trouve petit à petit le chemin. Alors. Est-ce que là, on pourrait utiliser le truc? Bah avance. Non. On peut pas utiliser le truc ici, hein. Non. Bah, du moins pour l'instant, non. Bon. Bon, finalement, il n'y a rien à faire ici. Alors, on va retourner à la casa et on va voir ce qu'il y a à faire là-bas. Parce qu'à mon avis, il y a des petites choses à faire. Alors, il est où le morceau de papier que j'avais trouvé l'autre fois là? Non, pas ici. Non. Bon.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk.
Récupérer... Ah, bah voilà, c'est là, on peut faire l'examination.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. My analysis.
Ok.
I need to prepare a chemical agent.
Oh bordel. Versez toutes les réactifs dans le flask, vous devrez suivre l'ordre précis conforme aux règles situées sur le papier. Oh putain, je comprends rien.
All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent.
Le réactif orange est à rajouter.
Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Attends, tu te fous de ma gueule là, tu crois que j'ai retenu tout ça moi?
First condition.
Utilisez les 7 respectifs, ça c'est bon.
Second condition.
Le réactif orange est à rajouter 3 places après le bleu.
After the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent.
Le réactif incolore doit être ajouté après le réactif orange. Ok. Mais je vous envoie là. Rappelez-moi, je n'ai fait que des données. D'accord. Ok, ça c'est ce qu'on a vu. À demander, à demander. Une lettre prélevée après traitement chimique, il a été possible d'en reconstituer une partie. Ok, il n'y a rien de plus à faire. Donc là, tout ce qui est demandé, à mon avis, c'est aux personnes concernées directement. Et là, utiliser, on va l'utiliser où le truc?
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. My archive.
Okay.
I can always consult with it if needed. This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive.
Ok, ça c'est
I
bon.
can always consult with it if my archive.
Ok, oui,
I
il
can
dit
always
la même
consult
chose.
with it if needed.
Le truc, il faut l'utiliser où? Le papier.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Parce que là, je vois pas d'autres trucs. Ah, mais le papier, c'est pas sur la table où il y a la dame qu'on a reconstruit. Ah, mais c'est là-bas, je crois que j'ai trouvé le papier. Il me semble que c'est là-bas. C'est là-bas qu'il faut l'utiliser, je crois. Attendez. On va aller directement là-bas. Non?
Who could do such a thing?
Non, c'est pas là-bas.
Poor husband.
Alors peut-être dans la baraque. Aïe 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 aïe. Non, pas ici.
Old
Non,
navigation.
là c'est bon. Ça c'est l'étagère qu'on avait vue l'autre fois.
This place is an object.
Ok, ça on l'avait vu. Il me semble avoir trouvé la dernière fois un papier qui était quelque part dans le coin.
She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Et il me semble qu'il fallait le reconstituer, mais je me rappelle plus où c'était. Un titre de créance est émis par Canada, trouvé dans les journaux du bord de ces à la place des pages arrachées d'août 2023. Ouais. On va retourner là-bas. Parce qu'à mon avis, il y a des choses à faire là-bas.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Alors on va essayer de peut-être poser une question au commissaire. T'as pas de truc à me dire toi?
How was the investigation
No?
going,
Okay.
Mr. Holmes? Do you
Bon.
have any idea?
On va poser d'autres questions au mec. Ou à lui d'abord.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Mytho.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, Would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Engagé qu'elle se tient à l'endroit où les études jardinage sont trop opposées. C'est en effet le jardinier. Ok. Ok. Bon, on retourne là-bas alors. Décidément, il y a beaucoup d'allers-retours là-bas. Et on a fait que notre première enquête encore. En plus d'une heure, on a toujours une autre première enquête. Ok. Alors, où est-ce que ça peut être? À part la cabane qu'on a vue là.
This place is not... An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. This place is... An object was taken from here. It was large...
Où est-ce qu'ils sont les affaires de jardinage? T'as rien à me dire toi hein?
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Merci.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Ah. C'est pas la fameuse boîte celle-là là? Et comment ça se fait que je vois rien? Bah. Comment ça se fait qu'il n'y a rien? Je suis con ou quoi? Ah là, bah. Votre don, oui, ça je sais, mon don, machin. Ouais, c'est pas facile à visionner. Hein. Voilà. Ouais, putain, c'était pas facile à visionner le truc. Hein. Voilà. La petite boîte.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh yo. Là, ça peut être bon. Ok.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Depuis notre rencontre, vous m'avez couvert de bonnes beautés, je ne sais évacuer mes sentiments. Je ne peux abandonner l'homme à qui j'ai uni de vin. Eh ben. Ok. Bon, on a un truc à se dire, nous deux, là.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Nous avons le gouvernement que l'homme finirait avec sa femme depuis tard dont il était amoureux, toutefois leur idylle. Et ouais. La présence du relais à One Mosley une nuit dernière s'explique par son affection envers Judith et son poste de jardinier. Bien oui. Ok, vous voulez se rapprocher d'elle en étant le jardinier de la dame. Ouais. Bon, maintenant, on retourne vers Baker Street, questionner notre cher ami.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Ok.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
Harponneur. Harponneur.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC.
PC,
Same
ah oui,
initials
Patrick
that were
Kerr.
found on the tobacco pouch.
Ah ouais.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Ok. Alors. Car il ne fume pas, lettre, nanana. Si la blague à tabac appartient à Patrick, celui-ci peut les crimes. Ah ouais.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Ok. Ok, le pub. Bon, on va se déguiser en marin, apparemment. Alors, allez hop. Armoire. Alors, formel marin. C'est ça, marin? Non. Ah, c'est un marin, ça? Ok.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Bon, on y va. Go. On avance bien, on avance bien. C'était rapide le trajet. Alors, où est-ce qu'il est celui-là? Oh, c'est lui. Ah ouais, il est fou. Lui.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Ah, t'es sérieux là? Allez. Allez, pousse. Oh, allez, tu vas l'avoir. Allez, pousse. Non. Allez. Allez. Mais il est musclé son forêt là. Allez. Putain, mais il me lâche pas. Mais comment faire? Je vais pas rester pendant 2 heures comme ça. Putain, il est tendu lui, hein. Allez. 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 Voilà. Ouf. Putain, il est pas facile, hein.
I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Oh non.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Bon, il y a des choses à faire avec lui. Boucle d'oreille en or, ok. Habits bon marché. Bras puissants. Ongles jaunis. Et le marin. Ah c'est bon, on l'a vu. C'est bon, on l'a vu.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Il va se battre encore l'enfoiré. Hein. Allez.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner? Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Okay. Okay. Alors, les toilettes, c'est où? Non, même pas. Ok. Ça, je sais pas où l'utiliser encore, c'est un truc de fou. Première. Glisser la blague à tabac dans la poche de Kern pour déterminer... Ah! Ok, j'ai compris. Hop là.
Here it is. Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Ok. Alors... Kern a confirmé que le bac à tabac lui appartenait, c'est donc qui lui est sur les lieux du stream. Ok, il l'a confirmé, hein. Ah. Ah, je sais plus. Ok. Du coup... Ça, je sais pas où le mettre. Je sais pas où aller, ça. Je pense qu'en plus on va bientôt s'arrêter à là, hein, peut-être. On va voir.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
À utiliser. Le titre, un titre de créance émis par la trouvé dans les journaux du bord, les journaux de bord de Sierra. Ah mais attendez. Le journal. On l'avait trouvé dans un dans le petit carnet qui est dans les affaires du suspect, je crois. C'est là où j'avais trouvé le petit bout de journal. Et l'autre partie, on l'a trouvé chez lui là, dans notre truc. Donc c'est là-bas qu'on doit récupérer, mettre le document. Ça doit être là. Examiner. Ça doit être là.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Ah bah voilà.
I wonder if these are connected.
C'était là. Alors, Pacifique. Alors c'est lequel? Il est marqué 85-32. C'est celui-là, c'est PR. C'est celui-là là.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Et ben voilà. Alors, document manquant. Et la disparition. La boîte en étain volée contenait des titres de créances précieux. Ok. Il est possible que John ait été pris en train de voler les obligations, ce qui lui aurait poussé à tuer Peter Carey. Ok. Nelligan est coupable.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was John Nelligan, Inspector.
I thought as much, but I failed to see his motive.
Revenge, Inspector. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
Well then, I'll arrest this Nelligan. I don't fancy his chances of getting out of prison after this.
I will accompany you, Inspector. You are guilty of the murder of Black Peter. Confess now, and your punishment may be more merciful.
No! I didn't kill him!
Your motive? The valuable securities that Peter Carey stole from your father. Carey refused to return the bond certificates, and then he threatened you. You were afraid, and in your panic, you took the harpoon and made your lucky throw.
But that's not true!
You're a liar, Mr. Nelligan. It's all over now.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Ok. Alors. Il volait la boîte en contournant les obligations. Sa malhonnêteté et sa présence sur les lieux de crime en attestant de décider de traîner dans la justice. Non, c'est bon. Bilan, d'accord, ok. Très bien. Ok, on entame une nouvelle enquête. Et là, je pense qu'on va faire ça lors d'une prochaine vidéo. On entame déjà la première... enfin, le début de du truc, et après, on s'arrêtera là pour la deuxième enquête suivante.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Il a pas l'air commode celui-là. Bon les amis, je pense qu'on va s'arrêter à là. Pour cette partie, likez, partagez et abonnez-vous. Et on se retrouvera pour la suite, la deuxième enquête de notre aventure sur Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishment. Allez, à la prochaine. Ciao, bye bye.